What's up, everybody? This is Rob Shack. So today we're doing the next video in my Burnout 3 Takedown series. Hopefully be one of the last face-offs we do for a while. This is the face-off to probably unlock that last sports coupe car there. So be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Help me get to 1,000 subs. Hoping to get there by the end of the year. Sorry, I'm dreading doing a face-off. I want to like face-offs more, but I just can't. I just can't do it, y'all. I cannot do it. I cannot. The fact that there are other ways that we win cars in this game is in this game, and then you now all of a sudden have face-offs, and they're trying to make them like, oh, this is so cool. It's like, I've won so many cars in this game from very different ways than this. I'd rather win cars not in face-off. But yeah, so it's fine. We'll make it happen. I assume he'll be back in 2 seconds because that's just what happens. Rubber banding is insane in this game, which is awesome, but it makes face-offs a little bit less fun because he'll just come flying up behind me. Not much I can do about it. So I'm just going to kind of let him catch up to me. He'll probably just sit right behind me, and then he'll boost, nudge me, and then I'll lose a bunch of boost, which is really annoying. Or he'll fly past me. You know, there's lots of things that happen there. Well, that was very easy. Okay. Again, I'm not gonna knock on wood. I'm not gonna say anything about anything with this mode. Sometimes there are some of my videos that have taken like forever to beat just because it's a face-off and it just is not fun. Okay, well he bumped me and took himself out, which I think that's crazy, but that's happened to me a billion zillion times with the sports coupes. So I'm like, yeah, I can believe that happened. 100% believe that happened to him. Happens to me all the time. So again, that's the thing with the sports coupes. I think it's a combination of I don't really enjoy face-offs, and then also I really don't like the sports coupes. They just are so flimsy, and I can't get behind them. Even though he's right behind me. Just, where are you? Okay, just freaking do something, man. Well, there we go. He led me astray. Fantastic. All right, let's just boost away from him for a second. Kind of get our bearings straight here. But it's the combination. Face-offs are hard enough because you have one car you're racing, and I mean it's a cool thing that it's like, oh, you can win this car, but it's like, no, I don't enjoy this style of gameplay because I want to win everything. But then in this situation, he is the only person on the race, which is so freaking annoying. Like, because he's the only car on the race, I have to fight this one fool. And I don't want it to be like this. I want them to be like, get away from me. Okay, I guess, well, that was pathetic, but okay, we got him. Again, it's just because he's the one car. So like, when they're all fighting each other, that doesn't really bother me the same way. Like, it doesn't bother me at all, actually, when they all are fighting and I'm just kind of around there and we're all just jostling for positions. That stuff doesn't really bother me. But this is like horrendous, you know, like, okay, so now he's just gonna be probably really far away from me now. Yeah, like this mode sucks. He just nudges me, I stop. Oh my gosh. So yeah, he stops me there. I brake so that he doesn't take me down, because if you get taken down, it's just the worst. So I brake, and then the race ends right there. Like, what a stupid, this mode is so stupid because it's literally the end of an eliminator, but forever, and that's not fun. And also, the rubber banding is so crazy that he comes flying up to me, so there's no reason for me to really boost. Because what's going to happen is if I boost, he's just going to catch up to me anyway, and then I won't have boost. He'll fly past me because his rubber banding gets... The rubber banding in this game is busted, which is fine when you're in a mode where, like, you have a reason. Like, this is so stupid. Like, look at what we're doing right now. We're just like... He just sits right behind you, doesn't do anything. But then because he's tailing you, which is smart. The AI is smart, but it doesn't work with the sports coupes, because with the sports coupes, like, he just, all that happens with the sports coops is he can just boost shunt me and I go flying into a wall. I can't control the car when I get boost shunted. It's very difficult to control the car if you get boost shunted. It's very annoying, but it happens. I mean, and again, it's fine when you have 6 other cars on the road messing with you. Like, that doesn't really bother me. It's just because it's just this one dude. Like, I can't do anything. Like I don't even know how I didn't just get taken out there. That is what just happened there, where I like skidded into a wall like that. I've gotten taken out that way before. So like, yeah, it's happened before. I've been destroyed by them in situations like that, and like that right there. That was the stupidest thing. How did he not get taken down in that instance? Like, we were both right next to each other, and then for some reason I get taken down by whatever even happened there, and he just drives away like nothing happened. This game is great, but this mode is infuriating. I mean, I don't think I've ever been happy on these videos, and when I do the face-off mode. Again, like, I love Burnout 3. I have so much to say about it. That's fantastic. It's the best game. It's so much fun. I have so much fun playing through it. But my goodness, face-off sucks, and I don't know why they even there should be like 4 of these. This is not worth being another mode. Like, this is absolutely terrible. This is not worth anybody's time. Like, it's not fun. It's just infuriating, because then you can't get it. Like, for some reason my car isn't boosting very well. I don't know what's that with that. Sometimes that happens. That doesn't really bother me. But like, yeah, he just gets behind you and then you're just stuck. And I don't like that. And then we just are nudging like this, and this isn't going well for me. And then like every once in a while you just get this like random lucky, like that seemed so out of place that works so often with the sports coupes. I think it's the combination of sports coupes being so easy to get taken down, which doesn't work well for the player. It doesn't work well for the player when you can get easily taken down in a face-off mode. Like, that's not great, because getting taken down easy in a face-off mode is awful, but getting taken down easy in a road rage isn't as bad, because everybody is just destroying everybody. And even an eliminator is better than this. Like, with eliminators, at least with an eliminator, you're like still for a bit, it's not just 1v1ing. Like, it's the 1v1 that ruins this. Like, okay, that was pretty nice. I'll give him that one. That was nice. But like, yeah, it's like, it's the fact that there's certain points, there's just nothing you can do. Like, you just get behind, and then you're like, well, it's over. Like, I mean, I might as well restart, even though I want to give him a shot there, because that was just a great takedown. Like, the AI is so smart in this mode, and so I'm not like anti the AI being good. It's just the combination of this system. Yeah, like, forget it. 4 seconds behind, forget it. It's hopeless. And so again, like, I talk highly of this game on every other video, or like, obviously, like, I'll start out talking, and then if it's like a 30-minute video, I won't talk the whole time. But like, yeah, the fact that like this mode is just so terrible. It's just not fun at all. I literally don't enjoy the face-off mode at all. I don't think I've ever enjoyed this mode. Like, you get a few more random takedown moments like that on the sports coupes, but again, that also happens to me all the time. Like, I'll just be driving and then it's just like crashed, and you're like, what happened? I don't know what happened there. I just like randomly get taken down, and I don't know what happens sometimes. And then even when I fully boost, like, I was just going 90 for some reason. I don't even know why the car goes so slow sometimes, but it totally does. He's past me, but he's way down there, so like, whatever, I guess. Okay, well, how in the world was that not, how did I not just get taken down right there? Sometimes these sports coupes are like very unpredictable. I feel like multiple times just now I should have been destroyed by the wall or a semi or whatever. But then it like sometimes just doesn't do it. Sometimes you just, I don't know. Again, I wish that I wasn't so annoyed with this mode, especially since I got a the little photo takedown but then I didn't win the freaking race because I got cheated at the end. So stupid. And now he's like flying. Even though I've destroyed him multiple times, for some reason he still has a bunch of boost. I don't even know how he has so much boost. Like, he didn't tail me, but he has like so much boost. Alright, let's try not to kill it. And again, like, that should have... Oh my gosh. Yeah, this face-off, absolutely. Just, I hate it. I don't think it's fair to hate the game for one mode, so I'm not going to. And I would never really say that. But, like, if people say, like, if someone sends me a comment on this game where they're like, face-off made me hate the game, I would, like, totally get it. I'm like, yeah, I definitely get it. I can see how you hate this game because of face-off. Because face-off is the most infuriating, awful, like, I mean, again, I'm gonna be, if they ever bring back Burnout, I don't know what happened to Burnout. The last thing I think was some mobile game, or they did Burnout Paradise or something like that. Like, they did some stuff for it, I don't know. But I would implore, just please do not put face-off in these games ever again. This was the stupidest failure of an idea. Like, I hate it so much. It actually angers me to play this mode. But you have to do it because they put a freaking completionist thing on this, and I'm like, yeah, I want to beat the game and get everything done. And obviously you have to do the face-off modes to get, like, this is the only event right now in Europe. So I assume that I would have to do it. So, like, great. That's fantastic that I have to do this, you know? Like, I don't want to do this. I absolutely cannot stand anything about face-off mode. It is so garbage. I'm just gonna be mean about it. Like, I hate this game mode. There are modes in this game where, you know, like, and we've talked about this. There's Burnout crash modes, you know, where I might not win it the first time, or I might get a gold, but it's not my favorite. And so I'm like, okay, there's a difference between wanting to replay a mode because it's fun and absolutely hating it so much that you're just miserable to the point that when you get it done, you're just relieved. It's not even like, oh, it was worth it. It's just like, finally. That's what happens with face-off modes in this game for me. It's just like a checklist, even though the rest of the game is like flawless to me. But because I spend so much more time stuck on face-off modes, I grow to resent them, even though they're barely in the game. They really are not in the game that much, but they're miserable. They're irritating. They're not fun. And again, I haven't played this game before. This is like the first time I've ever played this game. So I'm like 15, 20 years late to complaining about one game mode in this game. But I'm like, oh my gosh, face-off was in this game way too much. It should have been barely a thing. Like, it should have been a thing for like a boss fight with like the best car out of us. Like, when I won this Dominator Sports Coupe thing, that should have been a face-off and nothing else. No other cars in this game should have been a face-off, but like the fastest car in a thing. That's it. Did he just crash into I wish I'd gotten the thing for that. Yeah, like, not fun, not enjoyable, not worth my time, because you just get to the point where you're just miserable doing this mode, and I'm not enjoying it. So I'm just relieved if he makes mistakes enough that I can like get away from this game mode and I never want to do a face-off. But what happened was when I started this game, I played so many of the crash modes first. You can go back and look. I like played through so many of the crash modes first because I was just so excited for the crash modes. And I'm like, wow, you have to space stuff out in this game or you're miserable. Because then you get into a stint of time where you're just doing everything else. Oh, shoot. I think I just lost the mode again. I'm pretty sure I just did. I think the end is like right here. Let's see. This game mode. This game mode sucks so much. I absolutely am so frustrated that they put this in the game this much. Again, like, it would be fine if it happened every once in a while. As I said, it would be great if it was just a boss battle or something like that with like one car. But it's like, we do this. I've done this like, I think this is like part 10. There's like 10 face-offs in this game. It's like, no, this should not be in the game this much. This is not enjoyable for anybody. Like, who loved this? Like, if you like this stuff, I genuinely am sorry that I'm railing on this, but like, how do you enjoy this when the rest of the game is so much more dynamic than this? This is like so simple and not exciting, and I mean, yeah, you're gonna have situations where the AI little NPC cars just like spawn in front of you. That happens all the time in this game mode, or in this game. It's just a part of it. But see, when you have 6 cars on the map, you're probably already going to be at 4 times. You're probably already going to be at 4 times, so you might as well you'll be fine. But with this mode, it's like you only have one shot with this guy. Like, I mean, obviously I want to boost and just get away from him, but then he catches up because he has rubber banding like crazy. Because it makes sense to have rubber banding in the game if your goal is to create as much chaos for the player and have fun. You gotta give the AI crazy rubber banding. But like in this mode, nope, not a good idea. Because if you give the AI rubber banding when it's just one guy, he comes flying out of nowhere, and then I can't catch up to him. So like it says 4 seconds, he's right on my tail, which I believe he's probably right on my tail because of rubber banding in this game. So I'm like, yeah, I believe it. I do. It's probably really, yep, there he is. And again, I've boosted a lot. And he's still right behind me, even though he hasn't actually taken me down yet. So how does he have that much boost? He doesn't. He's just rubber banding. And that's, again, a thing that bothers me about this game. Well, we both just exploded there, so that's fine, I guess. But yeah, again, he can rubber band back up because, he's an AI. So even without boost, he's just programmed to catch up to me. Which, again, that's fine if you have 6 cars and I'm at a 4 times boost because I have tons of boost gauge because I'm been destroying everybody and then just fell one time, Like, that is fine. But, like, here, no. This is not nearly what I want it to be. And then, of course, there's a random NPC freaking idiot right there in that corner. And what could I have done there? There's nothing I could have done in that situation. He was right in front of me as I drifted into a corner when he wasn't there the first time. So it's like freaking annoying. Just like not a fun game mode. It reveals all the problems, as I've said before. Burnout 3 is not a perfect game. So it's not like, even these problems exist in road rage. These problems exist in crash mode. These problems exist where you nick a car and it kind of comes out of nowhere and there's nothing you can do about it. That happens, and that's part of the charm of this game. But it's also part of what makes this game frustrating, even when it's not that mode. It's not just on Face Off, but you see it so much more in Face Off. Like, in Face Off, you can't help but notice that this game is completely, has problems with, NPC cars just spawning right in front of you. And, random clippings that just destroy you like that. I've hit that wall a dozen times so far in this video, and I have it crash. And then randomly that time, they were like, yep, that's it. You're crashed. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I just destroyed the other dude, so I'm not, mad about that one that time. But, yeah. Here he comes. He's coming in hot. There's nothing I can do to slow him down. And then he gives you a boost nudge. I'm surprised that didn't just randomly kill me. There are so many points where, in this game mode, if you get boost shunted in a sports coupe, you're just guaranteed to be totally dead. And I don't know why. And then that probably should have killed me too, the first time. I don't know how that didn't kill me. It seems like there's an inconsistency in the game that is way more noticeable with light cars as opposed to heavy cars. That's why I liked the muscle cars on the American version. I could handle face-offs way more when we were the muscle cars, because I was like, oh, I can handle this because we're heavy, and the game is way more predictable when you're driving a heavy car. I think it's just, as I've said a lot, because this video is going on forever because I'm miserable in this video, it's like the sports coupes bring out a lot of the problems in this. Wow, okay. That should have killed me, but I was still had that invincibility frame. I mean, that's one of the things where Criterion was on the money, thinking like, oh, we definitely need to put an invincibility frame or 7 or 12 or whatever after we take somebody down, because they would have been, I couldn't have gotten out of the way of that bus, like, at all. So good job, Criterion, with that. That was great. But yeah, so like, what I feel bad about is like being so negative in this video, but it's like, can you blame me? Like, the fact that one time, like, he led me into a little corner. I just was kind of following him, trying to take him down, and then it was like, oh, by the way, he's leading you into the wrong place. And that was hilarious right there. He just freaking hit the randomly spawning car right in front of us because he just happened to try to destroy me right there. Couldn't have planned that better. But again, like, I'm sorry for being annoyed in this video, but it's like, oh my gosh, the fortune that he gets being an NPC is awesome for him. He gets to have basically infinite boost and be right behind me at every second, and that's really frustrating. I don't like that part because, again, like, you'd think that for face-off it would be not quite as intense, but it totally is. He gets right behind you and he's right there and there's nothing you can do about it. And I just happened to clip a NPC car there. That would have ended it. I would have lost. So we got it. 20 minutes. I show it all. I'm leaving it all in there. I love this game, but wow, face-off sucks. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Peace.